Yo, what it do? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again. Y'all always know it's another one, and yes, we have another one here. So obviously, these women out here nowadays and things like that, they're getting these BBLs and things like that. And so it seems to me that this young lady here is trying to say that only broke men like the BBLs. BBLs are for broke men. Okay. And she's going to give out a full mapped out situation as to the reason why BBLs are for broke men, things like that. Let's let her do her thing, and we're gonna put these quarters, nickels, and dimes in on the times.
Shape or your surgery body shape will change the type of man that is attracted to you, at least based on his socioeconomic level. And let me show you. Socioeconomic class actually have to do with the type of man that is attracted to your body and why. Let's figure it out. We have the wealthy class, right? And they typically tend to be attracted to more slender bodies, a physique, a nicer physique, right? The reason they like that is for a couple of reasons. Number one, a lot of their reputations on the line, who they're married to, how that person is moving, how that significant other is, how outside people view them. Everything comes with reputation when it comes to being that wealthy, okay? So essentially, they understand the power more of who their significant other is and how they represent them.
Right. So, basically, a man that's in the upper echelons of life and things like that with a certain amount of wealth, prestige, connections, and things like that, yeah, he's going to choose a certain type of woman to be with. And this is always how it's worked within this country, things like that. This is nothing new. People just having a hard time trying to accept the truth nowadays. Like, for some reason, but that's neither here nor there. Let's keep going.
Then, of course, we get to the biological factors like a woman with a nice physique and she's skinny. You can actually see the structuring of that, the natural way her body would fall in clothes, etc., right? And it also signals youth to men. We hear it preached all day, every damn day, right? And actually, this one's going to be hard to accept because when you have a more voluptuous body, it's more overtly sexual. Okay, so basically the man doesn't really get the privilege of like the classy look or like you act this way publicly, but he knows you in a different way privately. Like that line kind of gets blurred. And
pay attention to that. Pay attention to what she just said. Now she said something that's very vital out here. When you have a over voluptuous body as a woman, and you're trying to date the man that's a multi-millionaire, billionaire, things like that, it is what it is out here, what a lot of, majority of women are kind of reaching for here in the 21st century. And, he looks at you and he sees you with that overdeveloped body as a grown-ass woman and things like that. He can't carry you in certain circles and stuff like that, around the other millionaires' wives club like that. It's just not going to work out like that. He's not going to carry you there. It's not going to work out like that. It's not going to be it just ain't going to work. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. You up there, you're too divified. You know what I'm saying? And in those types of circles, you have to present yourself in a certain way. Look a certain way, talk a certain way, act a certain way. That's just how things go. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want to play the game, then you need to get the fuck off the field. For real.
And it's not anything that somebody who's naturally built like that has like done wrong. It's more so other men can visualize you in a more sexual way a lot
Right.
easier than they can with somebody that has a petite body. All right, and that's going to move us over to poor. When it comes to this type of man,
now she said something right there. You know what I'm saying? Other men visualizing this next man's wife if she's too voluptuous, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Real talk out here. That leads to problems. That leads to a lot of things. That leads to also insecurities. That leads to issues. You know what I'm saying? Because she will get validation from places that she should not be getting validation from. Things like that. You know, it's a lot that comes with that. It's a lot that comes with that. So let's keep going. She gonna keep talking.
and you know how there's like being hood rich, right? Let's
So she on the poor man now, hood rich.
Because this person doesn't have much to show, they're gonna make what they do show gaudy. And so essentially, because that thing is gaudy, it's right in front of your face. You can't ignore it, you can't whatever, right?
Right. Real talk. What she's saying on this aspect is when, you know what I'm saying, you ladies run across these men out here with these super, you know, crazy looking jewelry on nowadays. Like I don't even understand the jewelry game nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like I wear jewelry myself, as y'all clearly see. You know what I'm saying? When I, pictures and stuff, I post it, all that type of stuff. Like seriously, yeah. I wear what I wear too, but it's not these super thick looking fake ass diamonds that these people be wearing out here nowadays. Like, listen, look. I get everything. I get real sources and things like that, and I take my time. I buy my pieces of jewelry the proper way, which they are investments. They're not just something that I'm just buying just for fucking show. You know what I'm saying? I buy pieces of investments at my range. But now, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got a lot of these cats out here that are walking around with all this loud, jewelry on and stuff like that. And yeah, it shines very bright. It shines very bright. Very bright. But guess what though? They're out here like this.
You old fish-eyed fool.
Hey.
What is your damaged muscle head? You stupid? You ignorant, or you just plain old deaf?
So essentially, that translates to the type of woman that they are attracted to, also having more of that upfront, in your face, you can't ignore it type of sexuality. All right, because essentially, as they escort you around places, socially, all that other stuff, it's a huge signal to someone else. Look who I am fucking right now. Look who I have access to right now. It's like easy to see. And the last reason that the poor man tends to be attracted to a more voluptuous, overtly sexual body, he's not doing much else with his free time when he's outside of work. That's the only way he's making money. That tends to be the only way he's applying himself. So basically, with his free time, he's going to want to have sex. Bam. Okay. Second reason, the woman is doing very much like domestic work in the home, right? That's a strong contribution of hers because he can't afford any type of assistance, even when it comes down to like eating out a certain amount, etc. So for her, when he sees her, outside of that, there's not much that woman is expected to offer him as far as like uplifting him or moving into another level. They are in survival mode, literally. I want you to understand that.
And hey, though,
what is your damaged muscle head? You ignorant, or you just plain old deaf?
Survival mode. both of them individuals are in survival mode. In this poor class, things like that. Both the male and the female are in survival mode at that point, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, she may be able to, gather a few horses that are able to pay for her BBL and things like that. Real talk. It's like, how is she gonna pay for it? But you know what I'm saying? The thing of it is, yeah, she's attracting at that point. That type of lady is going to be attracting, not what she thinks that she, got surgery and all this stuff to attract. The man that she wants to attract, he's not going to be attracted to that type of surgery. He's not going to be attracted to that type of lady. You know what I'm saying? He would prefer pretty much something like the lady that we seeing right here in the coat shirt. You know what I'm saying? The right dress, the right hairdo, the right lightly makeup, things like that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, she will be the ideal for that type of wealthy man to carry herself into very classy situations. You know what I'm saying? Her breasts are not busting out of a shirt. Her ass is not, busting out of her skirt. And, yeah, a man of prestige and wealth and class and things like that, he's going to want a woman that has that same, demeanor. She's not going to be bursting out of her clothes, quote unquote. I mean, I'm just being honest here. Hey.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
She's not gonna be busting out of her clothes. It's just not gonna work that way. So let's keep going.
So because they are in survival mode, the woman basically is offering sex and domestic work to him. Okay, so essentially, the more sexual she looks, the more appealing she is to him, because that's one half of basically her value. Middle class, that's kind of like a anything can go type of situation. Okay.
Okay, so we go into middle class. She went from wealthy to poor at first. You know what I'm saying? So now we're getting into the middle class. Let's keep going. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
It's a mixture of enough resources,
Mm-hmm.
enough intelligence, and enough ignorance. Essentially, for them, they're going to be choosing a partner based off of what they see in media the most subconsciously, and what kind of reflects their natural desire, because they don't have too much on the line as far as reputation, but they also have enough resources to care about what person they're getting and how they're reflecting them and stuff like that. But
pay attention. Pay attention.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Now I do have to shout out to this young lady right here, real talk, real quick. Excuse me. She basically broke this down to a certain degree. Now I can dig this. She said basically in the middle class of people, they have they don't have a super reputation like the wealthy class, but they have a reputation enough till they're not poor. In the poor class, which that's understandable. Those are the three classes that makes America, that builds this country.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
That's what has built this country. That's the reason why we can live in this country and have a country. We have the middle class, the upper middle class, the wealthy, things like that, but she broke it down this way. But as far as that middle class, like she said, being in the middle class, they would kind of teeter this way. It's kind of like maybe okay, and I can dig what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Let's keep going. Let's dig more. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
But not enough to where they need to be controlling the type of person that they're dating. So at that point, you can just date ideally who you decide. So before you get that BBL, please evaluate What is this gonna do for me? What is my goal? Okay. And I know as women we be lying to ourselves, saying, "Oh my God, it doesn't matter what men think, blah blah blah." But eventually, if you want to be with somebody, you're gonna have to give a damn what men think.
Ooh, hold up. Hold up. Did she just say what I think she said? Hold on. We're gonna hold on. Did she just say what I think she said? Let's go back. Hold on.
You're gonna have to give a damn what men think.
She said you at some point. I didn't go back far enough. I really didn't go back far enough. We finna go back. I need her to speak this. I need her to speak this all the way through. Hold on. We gotta have it. We gotta have it out here in the bottom line. We gotta have it. Let's go here.
Me, what is my goal? Okay. And I know as women we be lying to ourselves.
So
saying,
y'all be
"Oh my
lying to
God, it doesn't matter
yourselves
what men
as
think,
women?
blah, blah, blah."
So they be lying to themselves as women. She said it, I didn't. Okay. Man, this 21st century stuff. Man, women did not used to be this way. or allegedly now. Like, allegedly. Hold on.
But eventually, if you want to be with somebody, you're gonna have to give a damn what men think. Okay.
So she wrapped it up by saying this. Eventually, if you as a woman want a man, just like you want that man to care about what you think, he's gonna want you to care about what he thinks. And hey,
And what the French toast is there to think about?
that's that yin and yang that the Chinese people are always talking about. The energies that bounce off each other and stuff like that, though. You know what I'm saying? It kind of is what it is, though. It really is what it is, though, man. And that's what builds solid relationships. Is the care for one another, the trying to understand one another, the wanting to understand one another, and the willingness to be able to put yourself aside sometimes and make sure that you put your mate first, your significant other, your wife or your husband. Make sure you put these people first. The sad part about this 21st century adventure that we're dealing with out here, as far as relationships, is that we've come to a point of selfishness in the 21st century. Now, a lot of the older people ain't got to deal with that, but you know what I'm saying? This is new stuff out here. This is what it is. We're too worried about ourselves, but at the end of the day, though, in order to have a significant other, a mate, or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Both parties got to be more worried about the other party, or you got to be worried about your chick more, and she got to be worried about you more, and y'all can make it that way. It's compromising yourself in order to, build something with the next person. But hey, though, I know a lot of y'all out there are too selfish in the 21st century to really do it. You're too selfish. Y'all ain't built that way no more. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, stop asking for shit that you ain't built for. Real talk.
And what the French toast is there to
Real
think
talk.
about?
If you're not built to be in a relationship, stop asking for it. Y'all know y'all ain't built out there. You know you ain't built for it. So it is what it is, though, man. Hey, shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell, that you'll be notified whenever I decide to post it. You know what I'm saying? And hold up. Yep. Like I always say.
And that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.